Margate, lovely, lovely Margate. Yeah, I knew you'd like that, yeah. Stuck up to people. Yes, somebody in the second half said that they said a lot of stuff about Peckham, didn't they? It was really negative. They've never even been to Peckham! I live in Peckham and it's lovely, it's lovely, it's absolutely lovely. Where I moved into, I thought it was an empty building when I moved in, which I think is an understandable mistake to have made, seeing as it was all boarded up and everything. Actually, no, there was actually a nightclub in my basement! Whoa! Everything's going on in Peckham, and I had squatters just underneath from me, which was really nice. My mum was really worried about me living in Peckham, like a woman on her own in Peckham, whatever. Then she found out about the squatters, and she was really happy. She's like, you can go and make friends with them. You can knock on their door and borrow a cup of sugar, she said. Yeah, or some other white powder. But it's so friendly. I had the police coming around my house all the time. So friendly. And I only had to go out the door and people asked me whether I wanted something, so. Don't listen to anyone that says it was bad. No! No, I used to work for Radio Peckham, which has changed its name now. But we had a meeting once, and we had this lovely meeting where we had to let people know that Peckham is not all about knife crime. It's not all about knife crime. Because there's just as much drug and gun crime still going on there. So it's lovely, and it's fine. And I was always, I was never lonely, because quite apart from the squatters, I had rats. Yay! You'll never have them with a rat. I'm not even worried, because I got bitten by a rat once and I'm completely fine. Yes, the rat died, but I am fine. So everything's good, yes. And it was really good, because you know, in London, if you live in London, you don't really often get like a garden or anything like that. But I had a hole in my roof for 2.5 years. Yeah, so it was like a skylight. It was lovely, and it was like a water feature as well. It was great. It was really, really nice. And because I had like birds would drop things, there was all like trees and stuff growing through it. So it was a lovely roof garden. Yeah. And what with the rats and everything, like a wildlife sanctuary. Don't listen to anyone that says it's bad there. It's lovely. It is. I've moved there. I've moved from there. No, yeah, I think that's probably wise. I've moved somewhere else, more middle class and more lovely and up in the world. Far, far away. I've moved to Finchley now, so that's much better. Yeah, so I'm quite glad to get away from it, actually. He was right, actually. He's never been there, but he got it right. Yeah. It's good, but I've been digging in the garden. And I dug, and I dug, and I dug, and I dug, and it was all blackberry, so I'm all covered in stuff. But it was really, really hard to get to the bottom of it. But then I started digging, and there was like concrete in my garden, and I kept digging, and there was like all bits. So I've laid them out on the patio, and it sort of looks a bit like a body or something. But I'm not. I should probably call the police, you know? Yeah, I should do that. Yeah, but it's really, really nice there, and I'm happy. That's what, you know, and I've just made a pond where it is, and it's covered in water now, so it's going to be fine. No, nothing wrong in the world. No. Yes. I don't know whether anyone's heard of the internet. It's a new thing. I don't know whether you have. No. It's really good. I looked at a site on the internet where you put in a picture of yourself and it compares you with the celebrities. Have you seen it? No. It's really good, because the first person it said I looked like was Isabella Rossellini, and I was like really flattered. It was, oh, that's nice. Thank you, computer. So I looked again. Who else do I look like? Johnny Depp! I was a picture of Johnny Depp with a beard as well! So I don't know, so I thought, how can I make myself feel much better about myself? So I looked around and I found out I've actually got the same measurements as international star of stage and screen, Kelly Brook. Ooh! Yee! I'm 2 stone heavier than her though. Not sure how that works. I've got 2 theories. One of them is that one of us, and it might be me, it might be Kelly Brook, is an alien. Which does work out, because there are different gravitational pulls on different planets. It does affect the weight, yes. The other is that Kelly Brook is hollow. That, actually, yes. But I don't know, because I've actually started putting stuff on YouTube as well, which is, that's a new site, you might not have heard about it. It's really nice, and nothing can go wrong, putting every single aspect of your life for everyone to see, telling people how much you earn and what you look like in the morning, what your national insurance number is. Nothing can go wrong. No. Actually, the overwhelming response I've had to those is that I look like Michael Jackson, which I think is a little bit bizarre, but most of the people that say that I look like Michael Jackson say that they would still do me, so that's... Most of them are 11-year-old I thought it would stop when he died. I've had that video up for quite a while. I thought it would stop. It's a bit sick saying things like that, and it's genuinely true. So I thought it would stop, but actually they've come to sort of say that I look like zombie Michael Jackson. Now, so that's great. But I've got quite a lot of viral videos. I've got a really good one. I don't know why so many people are watching it. It's actually me. My cat is actually teaching me to play piano in it. It's really nice, and I'm not sure why so many people are watching it. It's called Piano Playing Pussy. So I'm not really sure what that. But I don't know. I'm thinking of going into politics because I found out I've actually got more YouTube hits than David Cameron. That should make me the leader of the country, surely. So I'm a bit confused though. So if I did go into politics, I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused as well because they look very similar, David Cameron and Nick Clegg, and I couldn't really tell them apart. But then I realised how you tell them apart is David Cameron looks like Nick Clegg stung by bees. I don't know what political affiliations are and everything, but I was a bit sort of. The reason that I was a little bit disappointed is that Labour's slogan was a future fair for all. And I like a good fair, so really disappointing. And it would have been a future fair. They would have had like flying dodgems and all sorts of like a big expo. It would have been absolutely brilliant. So I'm really sort of disappointed in that. And I'm not even sure what the Liberal Democrat slogan was. What was it like? We buy any car. And what was it was like vote for change or something, the Conservatives, wasn't it? You know, and I found out, right, that they were like all financed by Lord Ashcroft from Belize or something. And if I was going to stand, then I'm Elise. I would just be funding myself. Elise, not Belize. I would just go for that. And also, I would be they've got billions to work on, and I've got like £8 in change, and you should vote for that change. Not their change, me. I'm worth it more. I think I am anyway. Yes, I'm so worth it. Spitting, that's how much I'm worth it. I'm just vehemently into this. Yay! Woo! And I don't know whether anybody's like listens to their mother. Obviously I listen to my mother with her good advice and everything, but my mum, when I was little, used to say not to eat apple seeds, right? Advice is good, don't eat apple seeds, but it's not because a tree will grow in you. That doesn't happen. No, it's because they've got cyanide in them and they will kill you! Don't eat apples. No, health eating, bad, really bad. But also don't swallow chewing gum. My mum used to say don't swallow chewing gum. And that's another interesting thing I found from looking on the internet is chewing gum is not bad for you. It doesn't stick inside you. And I was like thinking that it would like end up all like sticking inside me and it would just be a big massive thing, and on my deathbed it would be like in Poltergeist 2, which I don't know whether you've seen, where this tequila worm comes out, so it's all over the place. That doesn't happen. Strangely, that doesn't happen at all. In fact, chewing gum is exactly the same as dietary fibre. It goes straight through you. So, environmentally friendly people among you, you'll notice that all over the pavement people spit out. It's a big problem everywhere. Spit out the chewing gum on the floor and it's all over the place. Now, you can help the environment and yourself by going scraping it up and putting it in a bowl and having it instead of bran flakes. You're not into that, are you? No. I tell you what. Instead of doing that, much more hygienic, cut out the middleman, and what you will do is just eat it down, swallow it, and I'm going to start a campaign. Just swallow, rather than spit. And I think that's very popular. So I'm going to leave you now. Bye-bye.